guys are having a safe and fantastic day. Today we're going to be making a bourbon berry, no, that's not what we're doing. We're making a bourbon coffee yummy. So we're going to start with 2 ounces of your favorite bourbon. I highly recommend Woodford Reserve or the 1910, Old Forester. 2 ounces of your favorite yummy Burb. Then you're gonna follow behind that with 1 ounce of your favorite coffee liqueur. You could use Kahlua, but I recommend the Cayman Reef Dark Roasted. Boy! So we're just gonna do a quick, just 1 ounce of that. Then you're gonna go cocktail spoonful of some brown sugar simple syrup, which you can get on Amazing's On. Swipe up for the link in the description. I don't have a link there, but we should have a TikTok shop or an Amazon affiliate link for the brown sugar yummy. That's actually superior. Give that just a quick little run around. Take some coffee. If you can find the espresso, get the espresso no cream. If not, this iced coffee dark roast black will do just fine. Run that around, pour this over ice, and look at that. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a bourbon coffee yummy.
Be careful whenever you put, which one was it?
The Shrek or the
donkey made my face.
Yeah,
like,
dude, yeah, the donkey one me up. Because we went to the Shrek rave.
Yeah.
And I had shaved that day. And my face was burning, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I need water. So
I told you, man.
I had a bottle of water in the car, and I just doused my face.
I thought I was breaking out. I was like, dude, I got to watch that episode because I bet I have like red dots all over my face. It kind of fits with your shirt.
That's so good.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Well, we're live, set, and shibby, so welcome back to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have another guest. I mean, it's the same guest that he's
Sir James. A lot.
James Washington.
I crossed the Delaware to get here.
Yeah. I crossed many bodies of water.
When your head starts itching, feel free to take that off.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It makes me feel good about myself as if I had hair.
Yeah.
Right, and this is the cup in case COVID 2.0 happens just right here.
Yeah.
And you're good.
Dude, every time I would get a cup for the first time, I would instinctively try to put it on my face, and
Oh, no.
Oh.
you can't do that when you play baseball.
That's the wrong place.
Dude, I got the best picture to open this up with.
Oh, do you? Okay.
The
sweet.
neighbor's house is for sale. Okay, and
Down the
I
road?
started.
No
Yes,
way.
From your house?
yeah, two
Okay.
down from mine. The house where the dude shot himself.
Oh.
Yeah,
Shit, that means a discount.
yeah.
Right.
So
Discount
they
double,
went through
click,
and,
click,
and,
boom.
and like gutted all the flooring and everything out and the whole 9 yards. So I started busting out laughing, and Bryce goes, "What?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I gotta turn around." He's like, "What, Dad? What?" You know, he's dying to know, and I'm like, "Look, buddy. Sometimes whenever I see a woman, I'm like, 'Sup, girl?' Other times I say, 'Hi ho.'"
Hi ho!
His fucker's name.
Hey, ho.
Hey ho!
Yeah. So if y'all looking for a house, call Hey Ho. You can't make it up.
Oh, damn.
Oh god, that was
Um,
too funny.
I would like to open up with like a new little gift that James stole from us. He pulled a Kim
Oh wow.
in the Waldorf Astoria in DC, which is phenomenal, by the way. So if you guys
Nice.
ever get the chance to go there, definitely do that because you can have afternoon tea for $500.
Wow.
Hey.
Bitches love tea.
We said, how do we get the bird cage? Because they
Yeah.
had these desserts and sandwiches and stuff like that. And they said, that's only for tea.
Yeah.
And I said, well, how do we get tea?
yeah.
You got to dress like this.
And so you had to
Legit.
dress like this.
Yeah.
And there was people in there like suited to the nines. Like the women in there, like fancy dress, fancy hat.
They were going to the Kentucky Derby after
Yeah.
tea.
Yeah.
That's what they were
Well,
doing.
listen to what you're trying to get into. Tea.
Yeah. I didn't even want tea. I wanted the macaroons that was in the
Yeah.
bird cage. And so I said, can I get the bird cage macaroons? And he said, that's only for tea. And I said, what a bitch got to do to get some tea around here?
Bitch, my last name's 30 Acre.
Yeah.
That's the
He's-
biggest tea you got.
He sold it so well. He was like, that's reservation only. Let me see if anyone canceled.
Wow.
As if they're not just bringing out more shit from the back. Like,
Yeah. And then I said, do we have to move tables? And he's like, oh, no, you can stay right there. So what? We got to clean the bird cage and God.
You should have been like, tea? That's great. I love my mama's tea.
Yeah.
Her sweet tea's the
I should have
best.
spit it out. Be like, this is not sweet tea.
This is ridiculous.
Mama would be pissed.
Yeah.
Like, who's this mama?
Who is Mama?
Yeah.
But
Grandmama.
But at the bar at that restaurant, it was like a lobby restaurant bar situation. They even had a harpist, and she was sitting there
Oh,
just
dude.
finger banging the shit out.
Yeah,
of
that's way out of my league, dude.
She had to have been like a pro rock climber or hardcore lesbian.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was finger diddling the piss out of that.
Her fingers
hard.
have biceps.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's like,
she was like,
Yeah. Nice.
But we didn't know that it was going to be like that when I booked the hotel. I thought I'm
Well,
staying
that's
somewhere.
way out of my league. Give me
Yeah.
the Holiday Inn Express,
So
bitch.
before that, I was like, hey, here's a Marriott hotel right by my apartment.
Yeah.
It's close. It's walkable. Like, it'll be good. Lance was like, we were driving out, and I was like, oh, there's the Ritz. And Audrey was like, why didn't we stay at the Ritz? And I said, it's a residency.
Yeah. Shit, fuck.
Fuck.
Anyway, the Marriott was decent. But anyway, the Waldorf.
Yeah.
In the lobby bar, they have espresso martinis. In one day, I was able to rank 2 new espresso martinis to my top 5.
Nice.
Oh, they were delicious.
And the one in the Waldorf is number 3.
Nice.
Best one I've ever had. Number 4 was ranked in Maryland at this ocean place, and they have the yummiest crab dip I've ever had in my whole
The
life.
chop tank.
Yummy. Yummy as shit. Anyway, at the espresso martini bar, they also had yummy bourbon and yummy burger. So after my 2 espresso martinis, so this day I'm 4 espresso teenies deep, day of Luke Combs concert.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy, before he sets our drink down, goes,
Oh, nice. Wow.
I'm like, those are beehives, and that's coming home with daddy.
Wow.
And
I feel like the chick who sells stuff on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But
if we
yes.
put this on my neck, my name's Larnell. Our buddy got a beehive tattooed on his neck.
in honor of the podcast.
Oh, I'm using that. Yeah. That's a good fit.
Yeah, so I was
Swap
like,
'em out.
we should take these.
Yeah.
And then James's room wasn't ready yet, so I went over and made sure that they everything was Gucci, and then they ended up putting like the amenities on a piece of paper in an envelope. So James was sitting there like this, and we were sliding him the coasters, and he was putting them in the envelope.
Nice.
it looked like you handed me $10,000 in cash in an envelope.
Because the envelope was thick as
Yeah.
fuck. It was
And
so
like
funny.
everyone was like staring at us when he did it. And I was just like, I opened it up and then quickly closed it, and I was like,
Making that deal.
at the Waldorf Astoria in DC.
Oh, man.
And that glass, I also pulled a Kim, and I stole that. Actually,
Wow.
2 of them from that bar, and that's where my bourbon was in. And
Nice.
I don't know if you recognize that glass.
I don't know if I want to. I don't know what you're talking about, officer.
But remember when we were in Vegas for, I think it was Will's birthday, and you sent me a picture of your drink because I think that's when you went to whatever, and I sent you the picture of the bourbon. You're like, that's a big ass bourbon.
Yeah.
Doesn't that look like the same glass?
Yeah, it does.
And it's 2 different hotels. This is at the Fontaine.
Oh, it's definitely that glass.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, it gets the little ridges on the bottom and everything.
This is at the Fontaine Blue
Yeah.
in Las Vegas, and that came from DC.
Okay, yeah, because on that picture, I'm like, dude, that's like a big gulp, man. That's
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
like it's a thirst buster.
that's
Yeah.
like the same glass.
I
Yeah.
just took the picture upside down like this at an angle,
Yeah.
and it made it look like a gallon bird.
I'll take half the bottle, please.
yeah.
I'll take all of the Pappy that you have, please.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so I wanted to tell you that.
No, that's cool.
I pulled a Kim, he pulled a Kim, we
There
all
you
pulled
go.
a Kim, and just we saw the bourbon glasses. And James is like, "If you don't take those, I'm going to take them."
Nice.
And I'm surprised. I also stole a towel from the Waldorf so I could
Yeah.
package the glass so they didn't.
There you go.
So there's actually a hand towel in here from the Waldorf. If you guys need to wash your hands, check the tag on it. It'll say Waldorf.
When we were at the bar, the bartender was like, do you want one to go? Because we were like, well, do you have like a glass we can put in? He's like, you can just take that to the room.
Okay. I'll take that to the
Okay.
house.
I did that twice.
Yeah, you won't get it back.
Those glasses came home with Daddy, and now they're sitting in the bourbon cabinet. I washed them twice when we got home.
That's great.
I didn't even put them in the dishwasher. I hand washed that bitch. You know that bitch is clean. But yeah, so that was fun. yummy time. What else did we do? There was one more thing I wanted to tell him. I've been on a sparkling water kick.
I seen that.
And I don't think you understand how serious the sparkling water kick is.
Dude, it gives me gas like a mother.
It makes me burp like a mother.
Yeah.
It's I ordered.
I burp out of my
backtrack.
ass with it is what I was going with. Dude, I get bubble guts like a mug.
We went to Jose Andre, which is another restaurant in the lobby of the Waldorf. And they had this like Gucci sparkling water, and I wanted to try it because I'm on the sparkling water kick.
Yeah.
It was the crispiest water I've ever had in my life.
Spicy.
And I ordered 24 bottles of it. Nice. So now there's so many bottles in my refrigerator outside.
See, I got addicted to that, and it was sparkling water, vodka, and a squeeze of lime. Or lemon.
I bet that's yummy.
Yeah.
It has to be yummy.
It's really good.
But I'll give you a bottle of that, dude. When you try it, you're going to be like, this is probably the best sparkling water I've ever had.
And I was looking it up in the restaurant, and I was like, because they didn't tell us how much it was.
Yeah.
And they just brought us a similar bottle of still water, even though we said house water. And I was looking it up, and I was like, yeah, I think this is like $150 a bottle.
Jeez.
And it was not. It was significantly cheaper than that. But
It was $5 when I bought it. So I was like, okay. Yeah.
Nice.
But when we left, I was primarily the only person drinking the sparkling water, and then James had a little bit. Audrey doesn't like it. But when we left, I took the entire bottle. So I was just drinking straight out of the bottle. Now, the bottle's big, and it has like a pink label on it. So it kind of looks like vodka a little bit. Yeah. Well, when I got up to the room, my key didn't work. So I was like, so I had to go downstairs, went to the desk and said, hey, my key doesn't work. Can you like redo it or fix it or whatever? And they're like, oh, sure, whatever. So they were redoing my key. And they said, are you drinking vodka? And I was
Every
like,
day.
Yeah, I was like, hey, no, it's just sparkling water and it's yummy.
I tell you what, it'd be more of a surprise if I wasn't.
And in my mind, I was thinking, if they thought I was drinking vodka, then they're like, sir, that's why your key doesn't work. You're not the right room.
Doesn't work. I tell you right now.
You hand them your MasterCard. This key don't work.
That's like a lot of times when I go to the casino and I'm staying there, I'll drop like my room key instead of my player's card on accident.
Yeah.
And they're just like, you know how many times I've gotten a card and it's never from a hot chick.
I'm flattered, but thank you. That guy said that to you in Boston.
Yeah.
You threw the room key down. He's like, I'm flattered, but that's not going to work here.
Oh, man. So I seen something today, actually, yesterday. Every time we go to a sporting event, Lance and I are cursed. Either Lance is or I am, both. I don't know. Every time we go.
I think it's me because the Orioles lost when we went.
Every time.
Me money.
Yeah, but you always got to bet against a team that you want to win.
Yeah. So every time we go watch anything, we lose. By 2 points, by 20, it doesn't matter.
That happened at the Yankees, too.
Every time we go to the Wahoos game, it's always like, oh, we're trying to come back, and a nail biter in the end. They always lose. I was like, wouldn't it be any nice if we could go to a game like last night and they do that?
Dude.
Could you imagine what the stands?
20-1?
Were they just hitting home runs every fucking... How many grand
20?
slams was that?
Dude.
That's like a football score almost.
Yeah. Is that not crazy? I'm like, dude, that stadium would be so freaking loud, man, the whole time. Like, dude, it's
20.
I wonder what
20
I wonder how much
1.
money someone would have made for betting that like the score will be over 20.
Yeah.
We can't bet on the Wahoos.
Why not?
because they lose.
Well, that and then there's also
we just told you, James.
Yeah, I wish we could bet on it. I'd be broke, but
I'd be broke. Just bet against the Wahoos.
yeah, exactly. But then they're gonna do some shit like that.
Yeah.
20, and be like, okay.
Yeah.
Did you watch the preseason game last night?
No.
Okay.
Because I'm almost boycotting it. I don't want to watch it until the Cowboys play, and I'm like, this whole new kickoff thing has me mind
dumb.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
So you're ruining.
You explain it because
I can't. So they have like this little buffer between the goal line and the 20-yard line, and that's where two guys can be. And then you have your linemen 10 yards above that, and then you go 20 yards or 15 yards above that. Then that's where the kickoff team is, and then this guy's all the way back. The kicker's all the way back on the 40.
Yeah, they need to be lined up so I can tell you.
Yeah,
because
it's so
it's
fucking
aids
difficult
to think of.
And you can't like cross over or contact the guys with the ball within, it's like a whole
until
thing,
it's
dude.
touched or something.
Yeah,
like that. It's some
dude.
stupid rule.
And then
Yeah.
like onside kicks are like a whole different thing too. You can't just like surprise. We're gonna onside kick whenever
You have
we
to
want
let
to.
'em know.
You got to let them know. Hey, we're on.
What's the point?
and you can't
No
do it
shit.
until the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
What?
No
Yeah.
onside kicks till the fourth quarter. So now no surprise offensive plays.
Yeah.
You got to let the defense know. Hey, we're about to run the ball. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
serious?
where that's where it's going though.
Oh, yeah.
But it's in the same. It's in the same
like,
similarity
no
though.
way.
It's in the same similarity.
Yeah.
Hey, we're about to
Yeah.
onside kick it
Hey,
and try to get the ball back.
We're gonna fake like we're running it, but we're really gonna pass it.
Yeah.
We're doing a play action.
And only in the
so-
fourth quarter then you have to worry about an onside kick. Because sometimes, man, guys are like, hey, go out there. Let's just start the game off with one. Catch them off guard.
Yeah.
No,
Can't
no
do
more of
that.
that. But the not fun league is what it is.
Yeah, I did hear where they're only trying this new kickoff thing for this year.
Yeah, well, let's hope.
Yeah, because if this year, if it's like AIDS or whatever, then they're apparently going to shit can it. But I'm like, why make the refs learn everything there needs to?
They can't get it right now.
Yeah.
The rules that were in place for 74 years they can't get right.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden they got to learn this.
Yeah, and this is so ass backwards confusing that, of course, on the first kickoff, there was a penalty.
Yeah.
Hold on, we got to figure it out. It's like-
Exactly, dude.
And
Give
then-
us a second. We got to
Stupid.
figure this shit out.
And then, not to mention, because I watched most of it last night, and like every time the runners were running anywhere, like on a kickoff, they were slipping and sliding and
Yeah.
just eating shit. I'm like, this whole new kickoff thing was supposed to prevent injuries, but now I think there's going to be an astronomically more amount of injuries.
My thing is like, all right, if you change anything, just make the kickoff team move back another 10 yards.
Yeah.
And there you go.
What I told Audrey last night, because she was like, why are they kicking like that? And I was like, oh, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I said, this is some bullshit that they started to do this year to prevent less injuries and to make the game more interesting. I was like,
I think in the XFL they got rid of kickoffs.
Yeah, it's a 4th and 1 situation.
oh, that's fun.
Yeah. To where you can like go for it or like almost like a punt type thing. So,
Yeah. So what I told Audrey, I was like, because in a perfect world, the kickoff would be more interesting because they said that is to prevent more injuries and to make the game more interesting. What I think the kickoff should be is they do it how they did it before, where the team and the kicker line up, and they can't run until the ball has been touched by the kicker's foot. And then everyone lines up before. But the only stipulation is kickers love to just show off their leg and kick it out of the end zone.
yeah.
That's an automatic 50-yard line if they do that. What they should do is they have to keep it inbounds and no end zone. So therefore they can't kneel it. Therefore it's always being ran. So their job now is to pin it within the 1 or the 5 or somewhere.
You just go out there with the punter then and place kick it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Now the kicker's gonna be like, well, that I want to keep my job. Well, you do. You got the field goals. But I think if it
Some
goes,
kickers, though, aren't even the field goal kicker. They got like 2 separate little roles there.
Yeah.
My thing is kickoffs, just put the ball in the 20 and let you go.
Yeah.
There you go. You win the toss, great. You start on the 20.
Yep.
Let's not even do it. Let's not even worry about
you
it.
Kick a field goal on kickoff and it gives you points.
that would be kind of fun. But then everyone, that's
Like-
what they're gonna do.
Oh yeah.
And then they're just gonna do extra leg workouts.
Yeah, and the thing is, you could have so much more salary cap because some of these players on the team, all they are is I'm kickoff return, I'm this, I'm that.
Like
well,
Devin
see you
Hester.
later.
Like Devin Hester.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, blood's gone.
Yep.
And I think instead of punts, because punts are stupid, I think they should just go for it on 4th down. And
Punts
that
are
makes the-
stupid now. Punts weren't stupid when Devin Hester was around.
Yeah.
because that dude was amazing.
Yeah, they even had him last night because it was the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah.
And they had him on. They were interviewing him because he's the only person that's ever like returned a kick in a Super Bowl for a touchdown, like on the opening kickoff.
Yeah.
And I remember that Super Bowl very vividly because I looked at Logan and I said, watch this motherfucker run it back. And he ran it
Dude,
back. I
he's
was like,
bad, man.
he's fast as shit.
Yeah.
When I was playing Madden Ultimate Team, I'd always pick him to be my returner because he's fast. He's
So my thing on the punts, like you said, though, you got to go for it on 4th and 1, no matter where you're at on the field.
Yep.
And if you don't get it, then, okay, the ball goes to the other team's 20-yard line, just like a kickoff.
Yeah.
Now come back.
Yeah.
You know? Eliminate punts. Eliminate all special teams. See you later, sketch. Special teams, special plays, special players.
take it in the pooper.
Oh my god. Watch me make this disappear.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh, man. So, speaking of sports, did you see the Italian lady quitting boxing in the Olympics.
I heard about it, but I don't know the full thing. I don't know what the deal was.
Okay. So man, woman, he, she feels like it. Yeah. So it is trying to go by she, right? Mm-hmm. It got to choose. It's one of those he, she's, has both parts, has an extra XY chromosome. So it's in boxing. It's 6'2". Okay. Little Italian lady, been training her whole life. All right. She gets down to the last 8, goes up, gets hit twice in the face, 42 seconds. She's calling it. She's like, I'm done. Like, that was the hardest I've ever been hit in my life. Yeah. The boxer, the man, whatever you want to call it, I call you a man. Let's kick you right in between the legs, and we'll figure out this genderless situation right now. You know what I mean? I don't care if you got both. Is testing more for testosterone than anything else. It's already been banned in other like sports and stuff like that around the world trying to compete.
And they let them in the Olympics?
Because Paris is open to that. That woke bullshit we allow. If you feel like a woman, hey, Shania Twain over here, then you can compete. And guess what? This thing is about to win a gold medal because...
Shania Thang.
Yeah. Shania Thang over here.
I feel like a woman.
Exactly. So then someone posted Mike Tyson with a wig and was like, fine, we got your damn remedy for that.
Dude, love it. This is going to hurt.
Yeah. Exactly. So, yeah, it has tested positive, like crazy amounts of testosterone, like a man, because it has both parts. But then it's like, hey, it's just an extra XY chromosome. I don't care how many. Okay, just because.
Just qualify him.
Yeah, just because Stewart over here, he's my homie with an extra chromie. You don't put him on the Olympic team.
With an extra
you know what I mean? And he's out there running sprints. He has the Special Olympics. Put them in their Special Olympics. You know what I mean? You feel some type of way. Good. Go compete against other people that feel that way. But don't come over here because you suck at a sport being a man. You're going to beat up on women. And someone's like, he's going to get the gold in domestic violence. I mean,
Oh my God.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Dude, it's crazy, man. It is nuts.
The gold and domestic, goddamn it.
Yeah.
So I was listening to that story, and I think she's in a realm where it's called intrasex. Yeah. So there was a Canadian weightlifter who, like, grew up a man, competed in powerlifting competitions as a man, and didn't win shit. Yeah. And then was like, I'm a woman. Let me compete in powerlifting. Yeah. And then destroy. He set world records. Of course he did, because the bone structure of a man versus a woman are completely different. Mm-hmm. But with this athlete, all right,
come on, Tiger.
This athlete really strong.
Diff athlete was way big.
Really strong.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Diff athlete was way big.
He's really strong. Yeah. He can punch me really hard. That's what happens when I have two Zens in this.
You're seing colors.
I am.
If you walk out of here to go put your boots on.
yeah, don't put your boots on. You're good. I didn't bring boots this time.
I didn't. I don't have my step thing to get them off. Okay. We'll tell that story in a second. But I think she is referred to as intrasex, where they're born with female characteristics and they're they have the XY
genitalia.
No. She doesn't have a penis. Yeah. But she has like XY. So her body on the inside is like a man, but on the outside it's like a woman.
Interesting.
So genetically, like testosterone wise, same levels as a man. And so that's what I think is crazy, that you know, you're competing with a woman who's trained her entire life and is like an Olympic level boxer, and it has to tag out, and it's like, that's the hardest I've ever been hit.
Yeah.
For a boxer to say that. I have two friends that I work with that are boxers, and they would never say some shit like that. Like, I've never been hit this hard.
Hey, but the thing is, Holland has their boxer, so it fights that tomorrow. And she's like, I don't give a f***. I'm coming out to beat your ass because I don't care about a medal. It's going to be more of a victory for me to beat you as a man. Yeah. That's what I'm going after. Yeah. So she's like, I'm not scared.
Now I'm curious. You said that's happening tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 4:22.
Can I bet on this person?
I don't know.
I wonder how favored them are.
The fucking men's NBA team Caesars wasn't even entertaining bets on them, but MGM was, and they said minus $10,000. So you have to bet 10 grand to win 100.
But South Sudan's been like they've been giving them a run for their money, dude. Like you'd think that they're playing to, they're like, this is our opportunity to show all the NBA teams what South Sudan has. So because they went out and they got Luka Doncic, they got what's that other dude? Wembayama,
that one year,
the Slender Man guy. So I think what they're doing is they're trying to sit there and they're using that as their resume to try to get hired or drafted or
that
picked
one
up
year
by
we went in there cocky and got stomped, and then from then on, everyone's been like, no, we're coming back and beating everybody. So like the Dream Team back when Jordan, like in the early 90s, dude, they beat everybody by like 50.
Nice.
But my thing, so going back to that they, them, competing, weightlifting, okay, fine. It's a all right, if y'all want to do that, you know what I mean, equal opportunity, just do it in non-contact sports then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then all these people are sitting there going, well, men should be equal to women and this and that. Well, how'd that work out for you? Okay.
How about Olympic checkers?
Yeah.
Well, each country or city in a country can recommend a new sport for that Olympics.
Yeah.
So for this year, they chose breakdancing.
Oh,
They chose.
it gets better. It gets better. And you know what we can bet on? Guess what's coming in 2028? Now that you said that,
What?
The Summer Olympics are in LA. Guess what the is in flag football? Tyreek Hill is a one-man show.
Oh,
it is.
they're doing
It is in the
flag
their
football?
flag footballs in 2028.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
I'm betting on America.
I'm betting on Tyreek Hill.
Taking out a loan.
Find me Tyreek Hill in another country. You're not going to be able
Can
to
you
do it.
imagine 7 little Japanese men trying to run down Tyreek Hill? Oh, motherfucker.
Why he run 27 miles per hour?
God, man, looking over here and he's over there. God, man, all the
I can't look that far.
Oh, I don't know the Tyreek.
North Korea's there all pissed off. They're like, God damn it.
Launch
You're
another,
dying when you get
launch
back.
another missile into the ocean.
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, oh, man, this is going to be good. Dude, yeah, because now they're bringing it back to USA 4 years from now.
I did
in
see that.
LA,
I was going to LA, and I'm going to avoid that like the plague, dude. No way in hell I'm going there.
I hate
Could you imagine
traveling
what
to
that-
LA just in general.
Dude, that
LA
area is going to be like in 4 more years, especially when the Olympics come to town.
That infrastructure can't handle that.
There's going to be so much. Hi, you know what I
They
mean?
should just do it in North or South Dakota. Just all that
In the
land.
middle of nowhere.
Yeah, just start building it
Wyoming.
now. Build the pools, build
Yeah.
the tracks, everything. Go ahead
Yeah,
and do
in
it
the
now.
middle of a state where people are just like, ain't no day Dems here.
You did some bitch off my track.
I was in this class the other month, and I was eating lunch with this guy, and he was living in.
Did he
Seattle.
know he's a guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He was working for Boeing, right?
Oh, he's about to be unalived real fast.
He was driving through like Eastern Washington,
Yeah.
and he stopped at a gas station, and he's like, "Boy, what you doing here?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm just getting some gas." He's like, "Who do you work for?" Which is a weird question to ask at a gas station. And he's like, "Boeing," and he's like, "We don't do unions around here.
Yep.
Keep going." And they wouldn't sell him gas.
Dude, there's some places that are diehard
Like-
non-union, man. Like my grandpa that passed away on my dad's side, he would not shop at Walmart. The whole side of that family wouldn't shop at Walmart. I'm like, I love Walmart. And they're just like, no union, you know? It's like,
So where do you, Winn-Dixie?
yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. Winn-Dixie and Publix of all places.
What's the union at Walmart?
Walmart's union.
Unionized employees, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
IBEW, like the new version.
I don't know.
Because my dad was in a union so the post office
I was in the
has,
union.
has
On
a
base.
labor union,
Yeah.
and because like he'd drive forklifts and stuff like that. And I went to a meeting once with him, and he's like, it was at a buffet. It was like at some like random buffet, and they had
Ryan's
a private
Steakhouse.
room, and they were just arguing about dumb shit. And my dad's like, "We're f***ing leaving, let's go." And I was like, "All right, this is stupid." Like,
I don't want to ever be put into a situation like that where it's like, all right, well, we got to go to this meeting or this union meeting or whatever, and then everyone starts bickering and getting in trouble with each other.
I never went to any of ours.
Well, it was like a I think the union would pay for the lunch for the people who showed up, and so it was like a free lunch kind of deal.
That's not where I want my
beware.
union dues going to.
But I think the biggest thing he got is he could tell his supervisor to f off, and then like one time he was telling me, like his manager was like, "Oh, so hey, you want to go outside for a smoke?" And he's like, "Motherfucker, do you want me to work overtime or not?" He was like, "I don't need to smoke with you. You're my manager."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, you don't have to be so aggressive." And he's like, "You don't have to be such a bitch." And so they sent him home, but they still had to pay him for the time that they sent him home. So they eventually just stopped sending him home.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I always used to get pissed off, man, because smokers, every 15 minutes, if you need a smoke break, I'm like, bitch, if I want to chew gum, do I get a break? Well, no, we don't have a break for that. Then why do you you're giving this man a break to go kill himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, I thought about that every freaking day
Yeah.
when I worked at McDonald's, because the manager, the shift manager, the store manager, shift manager, and then the host, he was just a normal employee that all he had to do was clean the lobby. Yeah. They would all go take a 30-minute smoke break for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's bullshit. I'm like, and y'all bitch at me if I'm in the bathroom longer than 2 minutes.
Every 15 minutes, we take a 30-minute smoke break.
Yeah.
You've got nothing done in an hour.
I need to go smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
I'll be back in an hour.
I identify as a smoker, so I'm going to do that.
So during the cough, we were in quarantine on Navy Base San Diego. Our ship had to pull in. And so I tell my sister who lives there, I'm like, can you bring me 2 cartons of cigarettes? And she was like, not if you smoke. I'm not going to support your habit. I'm like, look, first of all, they're not for me, and I am going to open up 1 pack. Because I faked like I was smoking to just go outside. Because all the stuff during COVID, they're like, if you smoke, you can go outside and smoke, but just go back to your room. Yeah. And I was like, so here's my pack of cigarettes. I'm lighting the cigarette. I'm literally just letting it burn. Or I just hold it there if people were walking by. And I was like, this is the stupidest shit ever. Yeah. During the cough, I can go outside, break quarantine to smoke. Yeah. With other people. Yeah. And then go back inside. I was like,
blowing the plague up into the air.
So my thing is, not one smoker caught COVID, right? They already hacked their lungs up. You're not, you know what I mean? You would never know. There's like, it's a smoker's lung. So,
I mean, that's true.
I haven't been sick in years. No, you've been sick for the last 45 years.
Yeah, I just got the cancer. All right.
Yeah.
Can I get COVID?
Yeah.
You don't always die from tobacco.
You can't catch COVID through your throat hole.
Oh my God! Did you see the thumbnail I made for the last podcast? Business is booming. She had to open up a second location.
Ooh.
Nice.
Damn.
So
What else?
people on my ship were sharing a vape, and that's how 6 people got COVID.
Nice.
First of all, you're not even supposed to have a vape on the ship because they explode on the ship, and they're like, you probably work around shit that you don't want to explode.
Yeah.
And so these guys were like, I don't know. I think we just slept near each other, so we got COVID.
Y'all
They
are
were
on separate
sharing a
ends.
vape.
Yeah,
like,
they're on separate ends of the ship.
Yeah.
That's where they sleep.
Oh yeah, piss on that, man. So I got a thing, and I don't know how y'all see it, but I see it kind of a certain way, and I know Crystal sees it. If I give her this emoji, I basically could give her the middle finger. Okay, it said that Gen Z calls a thumbs up emoji passive aggressive and say people should stop using it.
cool.
Yeah, so it gives off a dismissive or sarcastic way. So, like, if I'm in a hurry or something like that, and of course sometimes I use it, you know, in a sarcastic way, but like, if Crystal texts or whatever, I give her a thumbs up, she's like, oh, now what, bitch? Yeah.
Got it, bud.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Like when someone does something bad in traffic, I'm like,
Yeah.
I bet you're a fraud.
Hey, coming over today at 4:30 to do a podcast. Lance sends me a thumbs up. I'm like, oh, mother.
What the did I do?
Guess I'm not showing up today.
Yeah, we ain't filming nothing. I'm showing up at 4:31.
Yeah, because when you hold down on a message and then it pops up with a thumbs up,
I don't
I'm
care.
just like,
Yeah, when I want it to mean it in a sarcastic way, I choose my thumbs up in a different ethnic background.
black thumbs up.
With an Indian thumbs up.
It means a little less. Like it's not good, but it's like
If I give you the
be shit.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I might as well give her the middle finger because it doesn't matter. You know, we could be everything's going great. Da da da. So chicken sounds good for dinner tonight. Give her a thumbs up. What? You don't like chicken now? I thought we liked chicken. What's wrong with chicken? I
guess it's not just Gen Z.
What do you want for dinner? Do you want to even eat dinner? You know what? Fine. I'll just eat dinner at my mom's.
that's where I'm gonna sleep too.
God. All this over.
Yeah.
You got it, bud.
Yeah.
So I
Hit him with 2 of them.
Yeah.
They don't want to see it coming.
double thumbs up.
Oh, man. And that brings up another emoji, and I'm just going to use Lance's contact right here. I'm not texting you, but I'm going to just do this.
Okay,
Do you know, like, the I thought it was praying.
Oh, like this?
Oh, like the
Yeah. No. Apparently, that
like
is...
thankful.
No. Better than that. It's supposed to be high five.
What?
high
Yeah,
five.
they say that's a high five. Like, we're high-fiving each other.
My
How
ass.
is that a high five? That's
Like
like
two people.
That's like the,
My thing is, if
Where's
they
the
wanted
thumbs?
that, they should have
They
should have put the little splashes. Like this is like
Yeah.
that's
That's
like yeah. This is
That's
like,
like the
we
praise,
just place our
like-
hands together,
Yeah.
and then so one day I was texting Lance. I was
But
like,
it's not even the same. It's got to be this hand, so the thumbs line up.
and it's
Yeah.
shot from that side. Like
Yeah, it's like
you can't see the thumbs like
a little bit
Yeah.
off-putting.
go like that.
weird, right? Because if you were praying,
Like that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I hate
it's
it.
a left-handed high five.
sounds poor.
Yeah, that's what they say, and I don't believe it. And then I told Lance, I was like, when the hell did they put in, like, people with no hands? Like, I thought, I thought it was an arm.
Nub emoji.
Yeah. Does that not look like a nub? Doesn't it? Yeah. But it's supposed to be like, stop it.
We're
You know what I mean?
inclusive in our emoji.
I didn't see the little thumb right there. When I first seen it, I was like, oh, great. Now we're putting in people with no hands.
I've never used a different color emoji than the default one.
Oh, you can tell I do. Look at that.
Like,
You know I'm being a sarcastic son.
Yours is either arrested or
Okay, so, all right, fun little story.
or volunteers on the weekend.
All right, good. We got time, and if y'all made it for this long, it's great because a fun little fact. And the little Asian lady that replaced my phone screen. This is years ago, not on this phone, but on another phone that I had. I took it down there to have the screen replaced.
I was
right?
getting worried because you were holding that phone rather close to me. I was like, if an Asian lady did it, I don't
Yeah,
want COVID.
no, yeah.
the Timu
This
case
was
isn't
actually
holding up.
This was actually before COVID. So I went in. She worked on the phone, replaced everything, whatever. I get it back, and all of a sudden, like, now my location says I'm in Louisiana. Like, nothing matches up.
She put a VPN on your
Dude,
shit.
I'm not.
tracker
I
on
am.
you?
I am not kidding. When I went to use my emojis, every single one of them was black. Like it defaulted to black. So I started sending people emojis like, "When'd you turn black?" I was like, "Dude, that's all I have." I didn't know. I didn't know to hold on it to go. And they're like, "No, hold on it, and you can choose what background." I was like, "Mine was always defaulted to this." You know what I mean? But
Who knows who she texted with your
oh,
phone?
dude,
fuck
exactly.
you.
Every one of them was just defaulted that way. And they're like, "Why are like even on Facebook? You go back and look, and I like if I use the emoji, it was a black one, and people are like, "Dude, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know how to change it." They're like, "Press and hold it." I'm like, "I've never done that. This is what they default."
How does chicken sound?
Yeah, so that's my little fun story when I had my screen replaced, and then it set my location, and from then on, my location says I'm in Louisiana. Every time I look up something,
I think
I'm
they
in.
f***ed with your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
going back to the emoji thing, like the thumbs up, I don't give a shit. Like if someone sends me a thumbs up, I'm like, all right, good.
They
But
got
to-
the message.
Yeah, to me, whenever someone says, "Hey, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. Do you want to do this? Whatever. Does this sound good?" I'm just like, I just send them to the shibby.
Yeah.
And just like, I'm bitching.
Yeah.
And that's
And I understand it.
because to me it's like, oh, yeah.
So can we talk about how you taught my dad how to text? Because I'm on the phone with him, and backstory: a long time ago, I got kicked out of my house over trying to convince my dad to let me fix his computer.
Yeah, James had to come live at
And-
my mom's house for a few weeks.
Wow.
Yep. Before I joined the Navy, like we got in a huge argument over like
Over a computer.
me trying to help him fix his stuff, and he's like,
His dad canceled his phone,
Yeah.
and he had to go get a new phone, or
Damn.
like a phone
he
line.
said,
He's 17 at the time.
he said, "You're an adult now," and I said, "I guess I am." And it was something stupid over like his computer, and he's like, "Well, if you're not gonna listen to me, you're not gonna live here," and I was like, so I always try to give him a little bit more grace when I'm talking with him about technology, because I realize
I don't want to get kicked out again.
I don't want to get kicked out again. And he's also turning 65 tomorrow.
Happy
And-
birthday, Mr. Thomas
Yeah.
Happy
Campbell.
Happy birthday.
Hey, this is Tom Campbell, James's dad.
He left me a message like that.
And so I'm calling him back, and he's getting back from Reno with my uncle. And he's like, yeah, for some reason, my texting doesn't work. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, how the do you know how to text? Like, who showed you? Because I bought him an iPhone because he had like a flip phone.
Yeah.
And so I bought him an iPhone, but he doesn't know how to use it. And he doesn't know any of his passwords to log into the apps on his phone.
Nice.
And so I shouldn't have bought him an iPhone. But I call Lance. I'm like, hey, can you help my dad out? I don't think he knows how to like send a text. Because I tried explaining it over the phone. I was
Yeah.
like,
Now Lance is going to get kicked out of his
Like-
house.
That's what I was worried about. So
Let's
I
get the
spoke
hell out of your
very
house.
carefully. I spoke very carefully to make sure, because he needed help with his texting.
Yeah.
But the thing is you have to close out the apps every once in a while.
Yeah.
And so when he handed me his phone, I clicked on the texting thing and it wouldn't work. So it wasn't him, it was the phone, because he needed to close it out because it needed like an update or something. So once I clicked back in, I was like, oh, it works now. So every now and then I showed him that you just swipe up and then you do the thing.
Nice.
And then he needed help with his Wi-Fi. And then he was like, it's one of those passwords. And he had this like long list. And at the bottom of it, he had Beyond Buzz written on there. So I was like, check out the podcast, boy. I was
Nice.
like, I didn't say anything. I just let it live. I was like, he's a subscriber.
Nice. Dude, my dad, he manly man, you know what I mean? And he finally got an iPhone. It's probably been about 4 years now. But like you said, texting, it's like, you know, Dad's like, I don't know how to work this damn thing. This is what they gave me on the upgrade. You know,
they gave me.
yeah,
I didn't
exactly.
pick it out.
Like, God forbid they move you up from a flip phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He's like, I used to have one with buttons, and now it's all of a screen, you know? So now, Dad, he's all suave with the texting. He'll send little emojis and stuff. I'm like, who are you right now? You know, you're they, them right now.
Yeah,
You know?
them.
Yeah, he texts me happy birthday with all the little fruits and like the little birthday cake and the sprinkles and stuff, you know, and the
means
balloons.
something.
Yeah, I'm just like,
He's
what'd
like
you
on
do?
a job site right now.
I'm on the job
Hashtag
site.
Yeah.
dump truck.
Explosions. Explosions.
Happy
going off.
birthday, and he's seen all these like, oh, that would be nice to send them. And then the whole
Balloon,
thing.
birthday cake, bourbon, champagne,
Yeah.
beer glass.
But he's one though. If he likes what you sent, he'll give a thumbs up. I'm just like,
God damn it, Dad.
you know what? Yeah, get you too, Dad.
You know what? Back at you.
Thumbs up here. I'm gonna send you 2 of them.
My dad posts like the same 3 things under my post. He's like, cool.
Yeah,
And it's always all caps with one exclamation point, or if it's really
yeah.
cool,
Why are you yelling, Dad?
a lot of exclamation. Cool.
Or he's like, fuck.
Yeah. GP used to get on ours, man. He'd be like, my grandson. That's it. Yep. You nailed it.
And then he's like, shit, cancel.
Delete.
And then it was voice dictating, and then he just post it.
Yep.
So it'd be like, shit, delete, cancel,
Dude,
post.
He checked us all into a porn convention in California one time. And it was like, this would be a nice shirt.
The chick wasn't even wearing a shirt.
I still have all those pictures, man.
He
I
checked us into
screenshot
Ireland.
Yeah.
And I was like, Matthew, I didn't know you wanted to go have a Guinness.
My boss on base was like, dude, so I take it you're not going to be at work tomorrow? I'm like, I'm not in fucking Ireland. I screenshot every one of those. I still have them, man. I go back and look at it. It's like, golly, man.
So because you taught him how to text, he sent me this picture. He's at the casino. He won like $3,700. But then he sent me first slot machine like an hour and a half later, right? Like he was like first slot machine, and then
In case you didn't know what this was.
yeah, and then
This ain't the second one.
it's one of the animated text. So it pops up and then gets bigger, and I'm like,
That means he held his thumb
he's
down,
like, first
slid
slot
up, and
machine.
selected something.
I'm putting some emphasis
I'm
behind
just trying
this.
to think of how
Oh,
you were
God.
like, yeah, just swipe up. Like me trying to explain, just swipe up and then flick up
Yeah.
the closeout.
I got kicked out for telling him to hit enter.
like that's. I was like, that's not how computers work, Dad. And he's like, the fucking Wi-Fi is giving me a virus, and I was like, that's not how computers work, Dad.
Yeah.
It's not the bat flu. I don't know.
The 5G wasn't even out yet.
Yeah. But you know how men work, do? Huh?
Yeah, that's why I spoke very slowly and cautiously with him, because I didn't want to.
You know what? Get the fuck out.
Get out of your own house.
One of the things that cracks me up is he always tells me about this neighbor who's like, yeah, he's just too friendly. Like, my dad's mowing the grass, right? And he loves working on his yard. And he's mowing the grass, and the neighbor comes over, and he's like, hey, like, Mr. Campbell, you know, I got my cousin who can mow that for you. And he's like, why would I need someone else to mow my own yard? He's like, I'm old, but I'm not that fucking old. Yeah. And so he gives him like these like body wipes to use or whatever. And he's like, I don't even fucking want that. Like,
Mow my grass, was going to shave my face and wipe my ass later.
I'm just like,
Where does it end, huh? Next thing you know, I'm sleeping with a guy.
like why do these guys keep talking to me? Like,
One thing about your dad's desk that I noticed, it was kind of funny because he has an ashtray there that's like overflowing with cigarette ash. And it reminds me of the Ace Ventura Pet Detective scene where he's like spitting the sunflower seeds on the desk. And he's like, would you like an ashtray? And she's like, no, I don't smoke. It's a disgusting habit. And I feel like your dad's at the point where he's just flicking it on the desk now because there was so much of it. And he's like, he had a cigarette in his mouth, actively lighting it, saying, you mind if I smoke in here? I'm like, it's your house. Yeah. I don't care. Like, I don't plan on being here long enough to get an addiction or cancer. So we're good, dog.
Oh, man.
when he painted the inside of the house, I was like, holy shit, this looks completely different. Because he smoked in his house the entire time he owned it. And so I was
dude,
like,
yeah.
Everyone in high school thought I smoked because my clothes would smell like smoke. Like, and I'm like, no, I don't smoke. And they're like, you smell like smoke.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, my dad smokes. So like the washer would make it smell like smoke. And
Make it worse, dude. I know that because all the way till middle school, my dad did. Then finally, he built that house, and mom's like, "No, we're building on basically another house, a game room." Yeah, and dad stays out there. No smoking inside the house. So yeah, I finally got to go to the 9th grade. I was like, I don't smell like smoke. People are gonna like me,
Dude, I love his dad's house because the way it works is like there's a back porch like mine. So imagine my back porch if it was like a screened-in game room with air conditioning and like carpet or whatever, like some sort of like decent flooring, not just like the concrete that's back there. And then there's a f***ing pool.
ooh,
so you can leave it open.
Yeah.
It's like one big sports bar with a screen pool.
So like when the
that's
weather's
sick.
nice, he can open up the doors and it's not
Doors always stay open.
not even when it's scorching.
Yeah, all he does is just turn the AC on. Yeah, he has a whole like window type unit type thing over there. I'll say window. Now it's a really big unit in there, but it'll cool it down even with the doors open.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
See, my next house is I'm not gonna spare any expense on anything. I'm gonna have a golf simulator and a pool and a back porch area just like your dad's.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have a designated podcast area. So so upstairs isn't overran with it.
Yeah, Dad's used to be pool table, darts, bunch of sporting stuff, and a jacuzzi and everything. So now it's all like he got rid of all that, and now it's like lounge type chairs. He built a bar, TV up there. So now it's like a sports
like the
bar.
cigar lounge downtown.
Dude, yeah.
That's exactly what it
so
is.
my golf simulator in a perfect world would double as a cigar lounge.
Yeah.
So there'd be like a humidor built into it, like a refrigerator. You open it up, grab what you want, close it back.
And that's the thing too. Dad has a beer fridge out there, restroom, everything's outside that he has inside.
Oh, you don't even
So
need to go inside.
he doesn't,
Yeah.
and, until he goes to bed, and that's it. Yep,
That's
He
what I would
has-
do.
Yep.
I ain't mad at it.
Yep. So
That'd be the titties.
cool, man.
Where we
This is- hey, we're right at
we'll
it,
go
dude.
ahead and we'll go ahead and like wrap up titties.
Look, this
do you have
one.
any comments, questions, or concerns?
Did you already talk about the Luke Combs concert?
We didn't.
What was in the bag?
Oh, but
bag.
hold on. Let me show you a
Yeah.
couple funny things because
Okay.
now I'm looking. So,
Or do we save it to next time though?
no. The bag. He ordered
Okay.
the bag.
Okay. We should have done that. Oh man, we need to like clip it to the front there.
Yeah, right.
Golly.
So two quick things. One, I saw this meme because did y'all see the opening ceremony for the Olympics
Yes.
where how they're like trying to say that it was it was
The
like
Last
making fun
Dinner.
of Christians
Yeah.
for the Last Supper or whatever,
Yeah.
and it wasn't. It's all about Greek mythology.
Yeah, but I mean, there's two sides to every bit of that. But you know what? And if you're big on Christianity and stuff like that, you don't get offended. You just pray for them, like, you know what I mean? Because if they went and they broke it down, and obviously, dude, there's a lot of similarities.
Yeah,
But
anyway,
it's like
so
you
this
just
was
don't
funny.
let it. You don't let it. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. You don't let it affect you. You know what I mean? You just kind of brush it off. You know what I mean? Like, hey,
Olympic game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that I'm looking at the other thing, I'll have to tell you later because that's not funny at all. That's actually kind of up. But I'm not even gonna put it on there. Holy F word. I was gonna show them that. Yeah, I'm not gonna put it on. I'll show you
Okay,
as soon as
okay.
we're done. Let's open up this bag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to hand deliver this.
no good.
By that I mean I spelled his name wrong.
Yeah, it was 30 actor. Not,
30 actor, yeah.
All right, let's see what we got. Oh, there's two in here. All right, you open up that one. I'll open up this one. Actually, there's three. Holy shit. Hold on, did you actually time this to where, like...
It's good quality. I like it.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh my god, this is great.
America's Most Wanted.
Yeah, I didn't have sex with a porn star.
Dude, shimmy.
That's great.
I'm going to wear... Okay, so next week... No, Poopy's not here next week, but I was going to say...
Oh my god.
Each week that...
This should be your juicy seafood shirt because it's red.
Yeah.
And the juices there are red, so it'd be perfect. Yeah. That's nice.
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to wear every one of these.
Nice. That's awesome.
didn't have sex with a porn star. I don't know.
Yeah.
I almost made it.
That was Don Trump.
That was Tronald Dump.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
thanks, man. That was shimmy. I like that.
I-
That's funny.
I was looking for a shirt that had "If you don't come for the king," right?
Yeah.
Or "If you come for the king, don't miss."
Yeah.
I think that was a Wire reference, if I remember correctly. And then I found those other shirts, and I was like, okay.
You got me
They got me hooked.
a Trump haul. I'll take it.
Nice.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the podcast, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Give us drink suggestions and topics that you want us to talk about down below. We love you so much. Subscribe, smash the thumbs up button, and cricket.
Why don't you have stickers yet?
Because we're poor.
Label makers.
We're not
I
sponsored.
don't have.
I will go buy you a label maker today.
But it's funner this way.
Here we go.
Oh,
We're in
yeah. He's getting better.
Yeah, I got it. I practiced earlier.
Yeah.